Stupid song. Sorry I'm late. It's Really Playing Games, the Extinction Curse. I'm Graham, your GM, and joining me today are going to be Brian is Faith, the Tiefling Monk, Garrett is Fabian, the Catfolk Rogue, Ross is Washers, Liz Rose, Swashbuckler, other Ross is Marion, the Half-Elf Oracle, and Patrick is Horatio, the Half-Elf Wizard. You're in Moonstone Hall, you're looking for stuff. There's Zolgaths here, there's Zolgaths everywhere. You saw a corrupted vision in some kind of pool, and then there were these horrible, like, gibbering mouther things, and you found them. You went down a hallway, and there's a big boy. Roll for initiative!
It's Really Playing Games, everybody.
Yeah. You're just zooming right into it. Full
Very
speed
good
ahead. Thank you. Best intro I've done yet.
Initiative.
Hi? Were we sneaking or searching or anything? Was it just a...
Yeah, if you feel like you've been, stealthily approaching around this corner, then I'll allow you to roll stealth for initiative.
I can pretend.
Arshus is the one who kind of looked around the corner, came face to face with this big boy charging down, swinging a big old, bone at you. This club-like weapon.
They saw me.
Yep. Yep, they did indeed hear your approach as you came down the hall. Did make a secret stealth check for you. Who are we missing? Faith? I'll pop you in there, Faith.
I don't know why that didn't work.
Let's see.
That's because I didn't click on myself.
Always gotta click on yourself, brah. Okay, so Fabian, you see this big ol' Zolgath, much like the ones you fought in the main part of the temple, come down the hallway, ready to swing a big ol' weapon at Oarshisk. What do you do?
I will sweep in to assist. So I think I can get here, and then I will attempt to feint. If it's possible, we'll find out.
Let's see. Against his perception DC, that will just succeed. You manage to just barely slip in past it. It thinks you're going left, you juke right, and do get the drop on this one.
Okay. Then let's roll for some damage.
Oh, before you do that, would you mind making a fortitude save for me? Because they stink.
I'll do it.
Because they stink. 16 is not enough.
Not enough.
Yep. So, sorry, Catman. So, because you were sickened one when you entered the aura of this Zolgath.
Oh no!
You technically were one lower on your deception check, which takes it to 20, which is not quite enough. You think you got the drop on it, but just at the last moment you get the whiff of stink overpowering from this large creature. There's more surface area for it to emit its horrible odors, and you can't quite get it, so you may still make your attack while sickened one.
Oh.
Fortunately, it's not flat-footed to you. But a 21...
I hope you can make it scared.
Is that with the -1 penalty?
It should be.
Okay, if it's sick, I think
did it correctly.
Yeah, if sickens on your character sheet, I think it does apply there. So 21 just hits its AC. So you do hit with your little rapier there for 8 points of piercing damage. All right, you do stab the big Zolgath. Okay. So Fabian, at the end of your turn, you. Pretty much everyone except for Horatio and Faith. So, Marion, Oarshisk, and good old Jingle Puss here. You hear from down the hallway this sound, like a shriek. Then we'll go on to Horatio.
You're muted.
First up, I am going to fail a fortitude save.
You sure are. You're sick in one.
I apparently had Fabian selected somehow, but that's still a 12.
Wait, are you in range?
Yes, Horatio is just in range of the aura of Stank.
I'm going to mark myself as thicken. Thicken. There it is. I will cast a spell at this jerk. Right in front of everybody. I don't know, big things probably suck at reflex saves, right? Electric Arc.
Maybe. 22 DC. Let's see. Reflex save. Ooh! Critical failure. Oh no, it does indeed. You kind of bounce it back off the back wall and zap this thing in the back. It writhes out in pain as it takes 26 points of electricity damage. Ow. Big
Ow.
zap.
That's a cantrip.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna move here.
Okay, you move in toward it. Alright, so that was Horatio. Faith, go and make that fortitude save for me.
I will make that save for you.
29
See?
is enough. You're good.
20.
Faith, as you round the corner here.
Around him.
Yes, you see, number one, you see
Someone
that
there's more hallway this way.
yeah, there is more hallway. The Zolgath does kind of block up that hallway, and beyond that, you also see there is another Zolgath behind it, a smaller one, but this
it's a
one,
little Zolgath.
it's a normal size Zolgath. The one in front of you is the abnormally large one. There's one there. It seems to be carrying this mace, and you see it kind of like looking at you. There seems to be these papers and books tucked into like this crude leather belt that's wrapped around it a couple times. And you see it kind of like moving one of its hands with little arcane sigils all around it. Looking your direction with hungry, mean eyes.
I am going to attempt to tumble through the big one.
Okie dokie.
So that would be
through.
acrobatics.
My line.
Yup.
Stealing your thunder.
Ooh, 32. Yeah, you will do so. Is it reflex or fortitude save? I forget which.
Reflex DC.
Reflex DC. So that is a critical tumble through.
Which doesn't
Right.
matter.
Doesn't
But
matter, but
But I just feel really. So that's
there we go.
that's
Thanks.
a second action, right?
Yeah. So it's difficult terrain to go through their space.
But can I
Um,
so that's
Yeah, you stride up
20
to your
feet.
speed. Yeah, so you spent
25, 30, so I can keep going because I got a lot more speed.
Yeah, you've gone 25 feet by that point.
Okay, so that'd be 25, 30, 35, 40. The 45 yet? Damn it! I can't quite make it.
Ah!
Ah!
throw a kunai. You have those, right?
You got ninja stars or something?
I get something.
Hmm.
Actually, I don't think I do. I can throw a crowbar at it.
Do a ranged key strike.
There's a
I
feat
get,
for that.
I get an 8th level. Really looking forward to it.
All right, so that's move, then tumble
All right.
through, and then you got third action.
Just gonna continue to move and just.
Okay, you move up to this one.
I bet more than I could chew, but I'm gonna hang out here for a little bit.
Doesn't like that. Okay. That was
and then I'm
Faith.
done. Yeah.
Oarshisk. You hold your
Yep.
breath, so.
Or, I mean, up to you. If you want to have me make the
No, it's the hold breath is a special thing, so you could basically always be holding your breath and you'd be fine.
unless I'm surprised or something.
Yeah, so it's fine. You're cool.
So while Faith is weaving to the left of the monster, I'm gonna try to weaving to the right of the monster and do a tumble through.
Yeah.
Acrobatics.
Against its reflex DC. That succeeds.
I'm gonna just slip over there,
20, 25, yep.
and then just try to make a strike on it.
Okay. I don't think you're quite flanking with Fabian at that
Nope,
point.
I'm
but,
not.
you
Next
can
turn,
try.
somebody can flank in there.
Yep. So you tumble around. The Zolgath's looking the one way, then looking the other. Go behind it now. Ooh.
Oh,
But then kind of like puts up, a big meaty haunch. Stop you.
and then that's 2 actions, and then 3 actions.
That 26 will strike and hit him for 15 points of damage.
Yep.
Okie dokie. Ow.
Ouch.
Yep. With that, it is bloodied. Looking around rough. So that's the end of Arsha's turn. This is Zolgath back here by Faith. I think we need to do this.
Lightning bolt.
Well, that hit a lot of people. So many targets.
Maybe.
Probably, I think he hit 4.
Hmm.
Well, I mean, I'm assuming these guys aren't super opposed to hitting each other.
Decisions.
Yeah, he's got a lot of options here. We want to destroy the tiefling in front of us. Yeah.
Yes.
We want to blow up the tiefling in front of us. So what we're gonna do is he is going to lift his hand up for a second and then send it crashing down, and when it crashes down, a thing crashes down on you, Faith.
Oh no! I don't like that.
Yeah, we just get a little nice little flaming sphere.
Oh no!
Right upon ye.
Grab's favorite spell.
Yep. I like this one a lot. So it's going to do.
I mean, I
that.
like it too. Look, it's like flaming and stuff.
Yeah. So I need you to go ahead and make a reflex save.
28.
28 is definitely enough. So
But is it enough?
will just take 4 points of fire damage.
I'm sorry, Grandma. I think you said 0 points of fire damage.
Because you're a tiefling, right?
I have resist 5 fire. It finally happened. Well, it's only been a couple levels, so.
Yeah, so you don't care. This big hot ball comes down on the tiefling, and nothing really happens. So yeah, it does that, and it's kind of like a little perplexed by anything. Will briefly look behind itself, and then as its third action, it will spring up this magical shield around it. So you can definitely tell it casts spells. Marion, make that fortitude save for me, please.
Fortitude.
You are good.
I'm gonna stride to over here, so I can get a good look at everything. They're too far away. I'm going to mock this big old guy in front of me.
Oh.
Going to do a little bit of the old bon mot.
Bone moat.
Momo.
So against his will DC.
Will DC, yes.
That critically succeeds. 29. As you mock this big oaf.
And I'll follow that up with demoralize.
Okay. The demoralize also works. So what are the effects of the bone moat?
They take a minus. If it's a critical success,
It's a critical success on that.
then they take a -3 status penalty to perception and will saves for 1 minute. They can end the effect early if they retort.
He's probably not smart enough to do that, unfortunately. And then on top of that, he's going to be frightened 1. Great. Well, this big Zolgath is quite shaken by all that. You've rattled its senses and rattled its constitution and will to live at this point. And it goes on to its turn.
Right, the status penalty.
Frightened is, yes, a status penalty.
Okay, so they won't stack for the things that overlap on.
Right.
Okay. So that will saves are just still down by 3.
Right.
Okay, that's a big thing to remember. And perception. So yeah, this it's super scared of you, Marion. But in the fight or flight category, this guy's probably more leaning toward the fight category. So I think what he's gonna try to do is just lash out with a claw at Marion.
Ooh.
He's going to try to just like. So that's only gonna be a 19 to hit your AC, Marion.
That will miss.
Okay. Then let's just try that again. Just tries to like swipe with its claws, kind of forgetting the weapon at its side. Does a 20 total hit you?
No.
It's so upset now. It's so upset. It's
Yeah.
gonna.
Are they gonna cry about it?
I'm gonna cry about it. They're gonna cry and they're gonna run away. So they're gonna try to tumble through Oartius and be like, "Ah!" Just trying to get back down the hallway. So this is against,
Reflex DC.
yeah, and it's just like a, probably not gonna work. A 16 probably isn't gonna do it, huh?
I think my reflex DC is 24.
Yeah, and I think there's a thing about like provoking reactions if you fail. Tumble through. Your movement ends
Yeah.
and you trigger reactions as if you had moved out of the square you started in.
Thanks for remembering, Graham.
No problem. So it tries to get away, but you manage to block this big thing. Oof. 29. Because it is frightened, a 30 is a critical hit. So that's 26 points of damage.
Yeah.
Good. This guy's having a very bad day.
He
Kinda
can try
bad
again.
for
No,
him.
he can't try again because it's the end of his turn.
Yep, that was his third action. So Frighten goes away. It's just kind of really rattled at this point as you're all surrounding it. So back to Fabian.
Oh, I wish it had maintained its fear effect.
Yeah, sorry.
No worries.
You could step to
but I will
here and
try
you
to-
would be flanking with Oartius.
Oh, does that count? I will do
Yep,
that
if
then.
you're on opposite sides.
I will do that.
Yep.
For that flank.
Flat-footed.
You
And
get
then the first strike.
22, yes, will hit. So 5 plus
Oh.
the sneak attack. 4 is 9. Looking real bad. A 14, even with his penalties, will miss.
I
So
expected as much.
do one good slash against the big Zolgath, but then the other one goes wide.
I can now see Faith is on fire.
Yep, Faith has a big flaming ball in her square, but doesn't seem to care too much about it.
It looks really cool though.
Yeah, it looks cool.
I think we have to appreciate the
effects.
effects.
Yes.
Of
I almost missed that.
Horatio.
It is part of our act, right?
it. It is, yeah. I'm gonna ask this all got to wants to join our circus.
Good luck with that.
I'm gonna retch.
Okay.
I have an action with nothing else to do.
So
20. Still apparently have.
unfortunately,
Oh, it's in the drop down. There we go.
there you go. So a 20 will not be enough. You are still sickened to 1.
I will then electric arc the big guy.
Okay. Let's see if we can do anything to save ourselves. Not with them rolls, buddy. So, oh shit.
A 10 or 11.
Wait, he's not a frightened 1 anymore. I don't think
Yeah.
the Maman does anything to reflex saves. So
Does
this
not.
is just a regular failure. However, it had exactly 11 hit points left. So just surrounding this big Zolgath and just taking it down. Coordinated efforts of the circus team here to just zap it, and it kind of flails a little bit as it expires on the ground, dead. So I think that's all ratios go. Faith.
I'm gonna flurry on the little Zolgath.
Okie dokie. 21 does have a shield up. So let's see. No, that will miss.
Playing off of his shield.
Yep,
Try
magical
again.
shield blocks that.
27.
27 will burst through the shield for 8 whole points of bludgeoning damage.
And he has to make a fort save.
Okie dokie.
And then I'll punch him again.
Fort save.
17's gonna miss.
Fort save's only a 15.
So he's regular stunned. He's stunned
Stun
one.
Stun 1? Okay.
Yeah.
Kind of. Stunned. Act. Okay.
Really stun away the shield though.
Ah.
When he looked behind him, do I see anything behind him? I guess.
You
It
stare
does
down the
both.
hallway past him, and you do not see
Yeah.
anything.
Okay. Was that an action to perceive or? is it a reaction.
It's an action if you want to try to search, or seek rather, and you look, like, scan that area for signs of anything hidden potentially. If you're just looking, like, to see what you see, you don't see anything back there.
I might as well because it's a huge penalty by that last attack, anyways.
Okay. You do seek. Okay. Let me see here. Faith. I think when that's a thing. No. You think you hear something, but are just not quite sure.
Okay, well,
yeah.
I'm all out of actions, but I don't like the sound of that.
Yeah, so you kind of scan the hallway behind. You definitely notice the Zolgath look back there. You still don't see anything after scanning back and like, what the hell's going on? There's a little bit of glare from the big flaming ball right behind you. But you think you hear something, but maybe it's just the flames behind you, but it sounds like it's coming from that way. Kind of indeterminate. So that was Faith's go of Arshisk.
I don't see anything. I'm gonna flip around him to here, and I'm gonna try to grapple him.
Okay. He is flanked.
I don't know if grapple
This was
matters.
Flat-footed. I was just gonna say, yeah.
Athletics check against fortitude.
Okay. A 28 against his fortitude DC will succeed. So he is grabbed. You go around behind this Zolgath mage and grab him.
And then we're going to do. That's a attack penalty, isn't it? So that's actually
It is an attack action, yeah.
We'll try to bonk him on the wall or attack him.
14, I don't think will do it. You're flat-footed. but that's about it. So it manages to kind of like the magical shield it put up helps to buffet it against the wall and prevent too much damage.
That's it for me.
Okay, on its turn, the shield spell ends. It loses an action for being stunned.
Yep.
It is grabbed. It's not happy with this. So, yeah, it's gonna have to let. It sucks. Damn you!
Sustained.
Damn you! You fast people! You fast tiefling and lizard. Yeah, it's gonna have to let the flaming sphere expire. Because what it's gonna do next is attempt to cast a spell.
I'm gonna try to clock it when I see him trying to cast a spell. Unless it's just a verbal one.
It is not just a verbal one, so it has to make the flat check because it's grabbed. So it will make the DC 5 grab flat check. And we'll do so. Now, the reaction... let me double check, kind of.
Well, the reaction happens first, because if it... Well, that's only movement, right? Where
Yeah,
was it
the
clear?
If I
reaction
critically
happens first because
succeed.
if he crits it, it disrupts it.
Okay, cool, thank you. That's what I needed to know.
Probably not
so,
crit.
26...
It is flanking.
No, that is just a regular hit. So that is 14 points of damage. It's going to do that. So it is going to get its spell off. Okay. What it's going to do... it is going to and disappear from your grasp, Oarshisk, and appear way back over to about here. So it does not teleport far, but it does teleport out of your grasp and then just...
Barely see it now.
yes, the light is dark in here, so if there's no light, just see it over that way. You can barely make it out. So it does that. And then, you hear it shout in Draconic, which I don't think... I mean, Faith and Coartius would be the closest enough to hear. Neither of you speak Draconic, right?
Nope.
Okay. Nope. You hear it yell out at something in Draconic. You're not sure what it said. But then that is the end of its turn. Marion.
I stride twice, and I'm gonna cast guidance on No, I'm gonna cast it on Oarshisk.
Guidance. Oh. All right, you go get him, Lizard Boy. All right, then we're on to Fabian.
Okay. We're so far away. So 1.
Wait,
2,
what is your movement speed?
25. Not very
Okay.
far. I can get here, but that's it. That's the end of my turn.
All right,
All my movement to get down the
Catfolk
hall.
just capering, running down the hall.
Okay.
Somewhat of a point of order as you're all in the hallway. So you notice that, like, and especially in the back half of this hallway, there are like backpacks like crude, heavy packs on the. Just making sure my cat's not getting something to show me. Crude, heavy packs piled up against the northern wall, and yeah, you see them kind of, like, a few of them overflowing with like supplies, some rotted meats and fetid mushrooms and that sort of thing. It seems like pouches of supplies for the Zolgaths are piled up against the walls here. That's what you notice. Fabian, I'm gonna check something here. Okay. Oops. We'll go on to Horatio. Horatio.
I am going to stride.
Welcome to the fight, Horatio.
Did I take fleet? I think my move speed's 30. Where is that on this?
I will be right back. I'm gonna make sure the cats are getting in trouble.
Here, I understand.
Important.
We're getting a cat soon.
Oh yeah?
Ooh.
Yeah, we were gonna get it, like right around now, but we decided that since we're both in the show, it wouldn't be a good idea to get a new pet when we're not gonna be home much.
Do you have your eye on a specific one, or?
Nah, we're gonna adopt.
Yeah.
And who knows who will actually be available when we finally are ready.
Are you aiming for like a younger, older, or just whatever you find?
Younger.
Yeah, it's helpful when you can get them as a kitten and
That's what Justine says, yeah.
mold the personality.
We got Bilbo too late. Sorry.
Yeah, we
We got
Horatio.
Ralph too late.
Yeah.
I cast Ray of Frost. 24.
24 to hit it. That will hit it for 10 points of cold damage. Alright, yep. Spread it with some cold damage. That was Horatio's go. Faith.
I'm gonna move forward
Huh?
to there, and I'm gonna try punching him again. Seemed to work last time.
Alright. 22. Will miss.
Oh no!
Just manages to duck out of the way as the punch goes over its head.
How about a 21? I'm
Will
guessing probably
also
not.
miss.
How about a 12?
Fucking Neo in the Matrix here. Cannot.
That is
Not
impossible to hit.
Yep.
That's why you don't like mages. I'm done.
Arshisk.
25, 35. Same thing again, maybe.
Alright, it's flat-footed. You gonna try to grab it again?
Yeah.
Okay.
Same thing again.
You once more grab hold of the Zolgath Mage.
What's so slippery?
Try to no, you don't.
I'm gonna try to trip it. Is that a critical failure? It's not, is it? A 13? It's gonna have to be a 23 for its reef.
I mean,
You mean if its reflex DC is 23?
Yeah.
I have bad news, my friend. Its reflex DC is indeed 23.
But I'm still grappling it.
But
is grappled or flat-footed
you
affect the
fall
reflex DC?
prone, yes.
Is it also prone? Because he's holding on to it.
I'm just like Have my
holding
hands
on. Yeah, you go and it kind of moves to the side. You fall down on your knees, but still like holding up, and the arm won't let it go. And it's trying to like kick you off of it, but to no avail.
Just trying to do flashy things. I want it to lose all the actions. I mean, lose one action.
Okay. We're gonna try doing a spell again. Because it's what
Can I
it
take
does.
a -2 because I'm on the ground, right?
You do have a
-2
-2
attack,
circumstance
right?
penalty to attack rolls. Yeah, so it has to make the flat check, first and foremost. It does. And
There
a
you go, Graham.
15. Yes, yes, haha! Is going to do it. It is going to teleport whoop, to the other end of the hallway. Turning around with a fervor and wildness in the Zolgath's eyes as it appears behind Horatio. And you're like, oh, fuck, it's back there. So it does that. So let me just track something here. It's done that, it's done that. It's done that. That's a wily little shit. So I think what it's gonna do next is like run down the hallway over here. So yep, it runs around the hallway back to the other side. Marion.
The Keystone Cups.
This is silly.
You come around the corner and be like, what the fuck are you doing?
Where's Web when you need it?
Right?
Yep.
I'm going to...
Well, I guess it teleports, so it doesn't particularly matter.
Right. I'm going to try to demoralize them.
For one action. Teleport for one action. Or no, maybe...
There's two
I think it
actions
was
and a
two
move.
actions.
Yeah. Two
Okay,
actions
yeah.
to teleport and then move. So a 19 versus its will DC will not succeed. This Zolgath is cocky and full of itself now. It doesn't care about your intimidate.
Okay.
Fabian.
Okay. I can't even see it. Let's run away.
You just finished running over here. Ah, shit! Right back the other way.
It's like a Scooby-Doo.
Oh my god.
Well, it was Scooby-Doo. We just run in the opposite direction. We'll run into it.
But it'll take me the whole. It'll take me all my movement to move to the other end of the hallway. I guess I'll use all my movement to go to the other end of the hallway.
In other
I
games,
should
I might
stay
cut
put.
through this room, but I know in D&D world, every time you open a door, it's dangerous. Because even though you're making a ruckus outside the door,
It's
opening
okay.
the door is what triggers the combat.
I run back to the other side of the hall. This is
Sure,
Scooby-Doo.
sure. A little bit.
I'm not,
Uh,
you guys.
So, okay.
Try to take its mask off.
Horatio.
I'm gonna move there. What spells do I have? I don't have anything that can stop it from teleporting, that's for sure. One day, when I have that spell, I can counterspell it. could hit it with lightning.
Lightning sounds good.
I mean, cold's also good because I would slow it down.
If you crit.
Yeah, only if I crit it though. That's the thing. I typically like my chances better with electric arc. Spellcasters are like kind of iffy. It's hard to tell whether their reflex saves are garbage or AC. Yeah, I will Ray of Frost it.
Okay.
Swing for the fences.
Ooh!
Natural 20. That's a 31.
You're tired of the spellcaster's wily ways, so you slow him down with a Ray of Frost, streaking out, dealing 26 points of damage, and freezing it, slowing it down. Very cold and slowed.
In Draconic, you're not actually that tricky.
Eyes widen as you say this to it, and just snarls in your direction. So that was your go, Horatio. Faith.
I'm gonna. Wait, what happened there? I'm gonna move.
Oh, it's a monk.
So that would be 2. I'm gonna circle around it using all my actions to move.
Okay. You quickly dart around behind it, and it's looking over its shoulder back at you now, as you are that cold.
I don't like the cold either.
Okay.
I'm done.
Oarshisk, you are prone.
Only took nimble crawl.
Oh yeah? Scatter across the floor.
So I have an issue in that I can't actually see anything.
Oh, you're alone in the dark.
I'm gonna stand up,
Okay, you stand.
and then, okay, I can see a light source just around the corner a little bit. So I'm gonna try 5, 10, 15, 25.
Doesn't the yellow on you mean that you have light cast on you?
Oh, that was guidance. I
there's the
forgot
guidance.
about
Oh, that's guidance, okay. Sometimes we use yellow for light.
that, which I don't have anymore.
Oh, yeah.
10, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. And 10.
So is that... Oh, you did that square, I see.
It doesn't. I mean, 3 moves, so.
We had to stand up as an action.
Oh, fair enough.
Yeah.
You got me.
Gotcha. So 80 feet to get to there?
Yep.
Alright. Cool. I only measured...
And you don't have kip up
No,
by any chance?
maybe I should take that as well.
I mean, with all
probably
what time do you end up on the floor?
I
As often
know.
as you knock yourself prone.
Aw.
Maybe.
Learned how to take some
don't.
acrobatics lessons.
Skip up. Yeah, let's add that to our list of feats to take. Or
Okay.
retrain or something.
Well, the reason I was being a little persnickety against your movement, Oarshisk, is because as you all group up in the hallway, the Zolgath mage, freezing though he is, summons forth a little bit of fire in its hands and sends it jetting over in the direction of the hallway to explode right about here. So
I'm glad I kept going.
yep, I will need Fabian, Marion, Oarshisk, and Horatio to all make me reflex saves.
Oh, that's right. Kip up is on my list to take at 7, so I'll get it next level.
I'm gonna hero point the natural one.
Oh, all right.
That's still. Yeah.
That's still probably well.
I mean, it's definitely a fail.
How much damage could I take?
Do you want
I
to
can
find
take
out?
70 points of damage. And still be okay.
I mean, by some definition of okay, I suppose.
I'll try that again. How about a 23?
Okay, so the only one that succeeds is Marion. Everyone else just has a regular failure.
Better than a crit fail.
So, Marion, you will take 11 points of fire damage. Everyone else will be taking 22 points of fire damage.
Ooh, that would have been
44.
That would
A
be
crit
fine.
fail actually would not have downed me. Barely. Very close.
No more hero point.
And
Another one?
no. So the fireball rocks out from the Zolgath. It explodes around you in the hallway, and the lot of you, after the flames subside, hear a thump as something hits the floor, and suddenly appearing behind you and near the body of a Zolgath is a thoroughly barbecued Quasit. A charred corpse just falls out of the air and hits the ground.
Are closets just like little elementals? Right?
Little demons that you've been
Little
fighting and have been accompanying with the Zolgaths. This one seemed to be invisible, and the Zolgath didn't really know where it was aiming the fireball, and the Quasit crit failed. It saved and just got barbecued, so hits the ground.
You killed your little friend.
You call back to it, it's like, ah! And is pretty upset by that. Is gonna got one more action left.
Sorry, what was the damage on that?
Was 22 fire damage.
Thank
It's slowed. It's
that's
gonna
right,
just
it's slowed.
swing its mace out at Faith. Just little, like some tears streaking from its Zolgath body. So mace. Does a 32 hit your AC, Faith?
A 32, yes.
Okay, is that a crit or a normal hit?
I would know if I didn't close my character sheet. That's a normal hit.
Okay, you take 8 points of bludgeoning damage.
Ow!
And I think the cold wears off from it. Marion.
I'm gonna. I'm going to. I'll just cast Daze on them.
Alright. Make its will save. No, it fails. Takes
Yay!
5 points of that mental damage. Jeez.
Take that damage, and I'll cast Guidance on Fabian.
Alright.
you.
Draven has been guided.
Don't forget to use that.
I'm gonna use that right away.
Fabian!
The guidance is how much?
+1.
+1. Okay.
You just declare it before you do a roll.
Yes, I'll use it on my second strike, because that always goes less well than the first. So there's the
Okay,
first strike.
Flanking with Faith. 27. Will indeed hit. 11 plus sneak attack.
there's the sneak attack, and then this one I will
15
add the
points
guidance to.
Yep.
So plus
28.
1 to whatever this roll is.
28 will also hit.
Okay.
7 plus.
And
13.
that's my turn because I moved.
Yep. So you go using Marion's guidance to strike in once and twice against this creature. Wounds opening up on the Zolgath mage's body. This is looking pretty rough. Horatio.
I going to one action use non-lethal spell. I don't know if I've actually ever done this.
Interesting.
And then 25 feet and cast Electric Arc.
Okie dokie. It's going to make a reflex save. It will save. It kind of dodges out of the way, jolting suddenly. We'll take that 6 points of damage. Still up and conscious. Faith.
I guess I'm gonna try to knock it out. So I'm gonna also be non-lethal.
Alright. 31 against its flat-footed AC will critically hit. So you punch it real good. It sways, just barely hanging up on its feet now.
See if I connect the uppercut.
Bam!
That'll hit, right? Because it's flat-footed.
Because it is flat-footed, that 7 is just what you needed to knock it out. The mace clangs to the floor of the atrium here as the Zolgath mage is knocked unconscious.
I'm gonna pick up that mace
Okay.
and I guess I don't know, try to restrain it somehow. It's unconscious, but just tie it up.
It's easy enough to restrain the Zolgath.
Look around, see if I see any more closets. Maybe there was more than one.
You scan the room and do not hear or see anything. Just the copious amounts of blood, of demons and Zolgaths and whatnot. It's just kind of everywhere now. The temple is thoroughly littered with bodies.
Does the Zolgath have anything that indicates what kind of spellcaster it is? Does it have a spellbook?
It does not have a spellbook.
This asshole's a sorcerer.
I'm gonna take its shit.
Alrighty.
I'm gonna hurl.
Except it was a cleric.
Right.
Yep, Fabian and Horatio spend enough time throwing up outside of combat to release the sick and
Excellent.
conditioned.
We bind the hands and use a gag for the mouth. Pretty hard to cast much more than, well, really anything.
Mm-hmm. All right. After a little bit of looking through this mage's possessions, you discovered that the mace is a +1 light mace.
All right.
So it's a magical weapon. Other than that, doesn't seem to have much on it. There are these papers that are tucked into its belt. You see some of them have been scorched and beaten up a little bit. Some of them are torn. But what you can see is there are these nice parchment pieces. Oh, I forgot my new ambience music that Ross made for me. Hang on. Yes, this is so good.
I'm gonna take this mace.
Take the mace.
All yours.
Fabian could also use it if he needs a bludgeoning, because
It is light.
it is finesse and agile. But
Ooh.
I guess he can also just punch people. That works too.
I can also do that.
Yeah, so what you can make out still on the legible pieces of paper is it seems to be holy scripts and kind of logs about the temple and about Eridanite lore and religious practices. Seems to be kind of consistent with this being a temple to Eridan.
What's it written in?
Common. So it's still
That's
a little dated,
humans.
but you know,
Common.
Could I get
The
a
oldie
heal?
common.
the old common.
Could Fabian and I get a heal?
Sure.
It's so good being able to heal just all the time. Instead of once an hour.
I know, right?
Do any of the papers talk about the statue or how to get past the statue or?
You look
I guess that was
through
Arashik
them.
was first,
Okay.
Let's see
and then
Horatio.
Fabian will be second.
Horatio, you peruse the papers for a bit and don't really find much mention of a statue.
Thank you.
I think Horatio needs healing.
I do. I'm about half health.
Marin is standing on your health
I
bar,
will.
so I can't quite tell.
I will step closer to you so you can more easily see my wound. That is just plus 30. Okay.
Just
well,
plus 30, yeah.
That's plenty for me. Thanks.
And
Alright,
Fabian,
yeah,
you
just
got
the
21.
Fabian was 21, yeah. No, 19. Math is hard.
Oh yeah, it is 19. I said wrong. My bad. 8 minus 7.
Looks like Marin needs a little bit.
I'm fine. It's only 11 HP.
I mean, it only takes 10 minutes, but okay.
Do we want to try this door
I will heal myself, too.
while we're here?
Let's do it.
After he gets done healing
I get
himself,
exactly 8
and
hit
then
points.
refocusing, I guess. So another.
I haven't used any keys, so I don't need to refocus.
Okay. I will
And Marin
Open the
doesn't want to
door.
be healed, so I guess we're good. There's
Yeah.
a door?
open door.
There is a door over here. Alright. Oh, our
we just
open door?
Oh, I guess we got distracted by the big guy. We didn't decide to go in the door.
Yeah.
Yes.
We're checking around the corner when
Do you want me to?
suddenly.
I guess he came right out the door, so it's probably not
He
trapped.
did not come out
Or
the
locked.
door.
Knock him out the
Oh,
door.
no?
He
No,
came
this
around
door
the
is still
passage.
closed.
Why don't I inspect it for us just quickly? Make sure it's not trapped or know if it's
Oh.
locked
Fabian's
or
like,
whatever.
ho 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 ho.
Whoa!
Like,
hang on.
I am detecting magic.
Sure.
We should-
So I guess I will, for exploring, I will scout.
Okay.
We just don't come across many traps, but I don't want to be the rogue in the party that always lets us down.
Okay. Horatio, you did not detect magic in the immediate vicinity besides what you know of already. Fabian, there's just something off about this door. I can feel it. In your bones.
I don't.
your spidey senses.
Yeah, I
you
don't
don't
like
see
this door,
anything
guys.
overt, like that, you know, would signal a trap or anything like that, but there's something about the door that just doesn't feel right.
I'm like reaching for the door handle, and Fabian's like, oh.
Yeah, I don't like this door. I can't find any traps, but I suggest we
Let's-
don't all bundle up when
Yes.
someone opens it.
What do you mean you don't like it? What
There's
is-
just, when you've been in the profession as long as I have, you just get a feel for these things.
The clown
mean-
profession.
Have you been in the profession long?
Let's not get into it right now. I'm just gonna stand over here.
It's been
if you
almost
wanna
a month.
Open the door.
Was there a door on the other side?
Yeah, sort of. In that general
So
direction.
why don't we
Think you
take that
recall.
one? Maybe it's less weird.
Around the
Okay.
corner?
Alright, you all head down this way.
I'm gonna wait for the light sources.
Some of you who are used to more regular meal times are getting a little hungry. Feels like it might be close to dinner time, but soldiering on.
That's
How
the door.
about this door?
And this is the wall.
Right.
It's hard to-
So,
It's hard to tell.
yep. There is a door here. There's also a door here. And then, Horatio, as you kind of glance around, there's another door back down over this way.
Doors in all directions.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna start looking at this door next to me.
any magic here?
Ratio, you ping out the detect magic and still do not find any in this vicinity. Checking out the door, Oartius. This door seems like a regular door. You're pretty sure.
But the other one probably seemed like a regular door to me too.
It did.
Fabian?
Uh,
Do the doors
Fabian,
look-
these doors look fine.
Peek. Oh yeah, this is good. These are much better doors. I like them a lot better.
Open.
All right.
Up
You
here.
go over here and open this door. And
Nothing.
you look and see beyond it, somewhat disheveled, somewhat partially destroyed, place of study. It seems to have the remains of a broken desk that has been hacked into pieces. There are splinters. There is a bookshelf filled with several tomes. You see a cabinet that's fallen on its back, and there's shredded cloth in there, interior filled with mosses, and you can just make out through this little lit torch over here that there is a spiral staircase winding up over here.
Up.
Yes, the staircase winds up. Other than that, you do not see much of anything, except as you peer around. Actually, let's see, Oartius. Oh, yeah. You see that there is a staff leaning up in the corner over here.
I'm not trained in religion. Could I make
Is it
a
magical?
Those monsters. I say, looking around the room.
Yes.
Ooh,
defiled
wait, a
somewhat.
staff.
Oartius, do you want to do a religion check?
Could I determine where stairs like this might lead in a church?
You have no idea. They could
Okay.
lead literally anywhere in your mind.
Up? Perhaps.
They go up, but as to
Yeah,
what
but just curious.
what might be at the end of those stairs, possibilities are endless.
Okay.
I bet it's a door.
Horatio, you do detect that the staff is magical.
I immediately identify them now.
Okay. Let's see here.
Okay, I'll take that healing now.
Because we gotta wait 10 minutes for your brother.
Yeah.
Uh,
And I'll go ahead and try to identify it too.
Okay.
let's see if I can distract you from that while you're
Let's
doing it.
see. Marion and Horatio. Which one of the Colder brothers will get it? I'll say, what skill are you guys using to identify it?
I'll do Arcana, you do Religion.
It didn't
Sure.
quite get that crit.
Okay.
but You only gained 29 hit points. At the 11, you're down.
So the winner of the Colder Brother identifying contest goes to Horatio. With your arcane knowledge, you look up and see a highly polished black wooden staff, resembling somewhat an aristocrat's oversized walking cane, complete with a silver head shaped like a large circus animal. This one happens to be an elephant. And you have discovered a ringmaster's staff.
Oh, I wonder how that
Wow.
got here.
Does Mistress... Are there elephants in Mistress Darklight's circus?
They have been employed in the past, yes.
And then die.
This is my staff now. I leave my old staff.
Do I
the old
recognize
back.
that staff as something that she has had in the past?
Let's see. Oartisk. It's tough to say. There's
Okay.
a decent chance that it could have been one of her possessions. She did trade in many things, and it being a ringmaster staff would kind of fit very well, but
I guess Horatio is not doing a lot of whispering anymore.
Your normal voice can be clearly heard by all creatures within 300 feet, regardless of intervening barriers. Guess that doesn't work for me.
Oh.
I mean, it
Uh,
does.
Yeah, so now Horatio's voice begins to just kind of project well and around while you wield the staff. Before I forget, you all get 80 experience points for besting those Olgaths.
80.
Mm-hmm.
750? Or something.
75%.
Why would she abandon the staff here if it was hers?
I guess it means I'm gonna have to keep this like stowed on my back most of the time. I'll actually have to take an action to draw it to use it.
If you don't want to be
So I'm
heard,
not telling everybody where I am.
But
Yeah.
I mean, it says your normal voice. I would think you can still whisper.
Yeah,
and
but it
everybody
can't-
hears the whisper 300 feet. That
Well,
would be
I'm going to
creepy.
argue that your whisper is not your normal voice.
I
so it
like
wouldn't
that
carry
it's
as much.
strictly a downside too, except when you're being dramatic in a circus.
just
Maybe that's
flavor
why she
plus.
left it here. She didn't want it, but like you just put it on your back. It's fine.
I mean, yeah, but look at that stuff that it does.
Maybe she ran into some trouble. Wouldn't that be nice? I mean, between her papers scattered by the golem and now some of her stuff's thrown about. It would be just be
Tomorrow,
too
I am
bad.
going to bond with the staff.
oh,
Grinning.
I'm gonna try this
it's,
door.
it's a wizard thing. Sorry, that sounded really weird.
Uh,
It's a thing we
I'm
do.
just gonna
to-
ignore that.
It's where I get some of my anyway.
as Horatio fawns and drools over the staff, Horatius comes behind the other door here and goes to try it, and it is stuck tight. There's just
I'm gonna try to force open.
ugh.
I mean, it's fine, Horatio. You always made fun of some of my friends when we were younger. Who am I to judge?
Could make that athletics check, Horatius.
Actually, do I? Or does
Is it because they were
crowbars-
invisible?
Do crowbars come with the adventurer's kit?
Oh, you know,
Um,
I
I-
could make them invisible now.
Okay.
I can
always
loan you
swore
my
they were
crowbar.
real.
You want to borrow my crowbar?
Um,
That's the one thing that I bought. Crowbar.
athletics check. With a -2 penalty. Okay.
Well, Faith's giving you a crowbar, so
Oh, okay.
yeah. Faith has a crowbar. Whips it out. Gordon Freeman's the shit.
Thank you.
It's the most useful item in the game.
All right, 25. You managed to pry the door a bit, force it, and then you can tell kind of why it's stuck. There is just collapsed rock and rubble behind it. It just completely has sealed off this doorway with something that's collapsed. The stone, kind of the cave that you saw and around here has, formed up around this building.
I'm going to hand the crowbar back to Faith.
Good old crowbar.
It's not worthwhile.
His name is Crowy.
Should we try the stairs around the corner?
We could also. There's a door down here.
Oh,
We
Were
could
there
also
any
go back to
papers
the weird
or
door and
anything
try the
like that
weird
in this
door.
room?
I mean-
Papers?
Yeah.
Someone could
Let's-
certainly open it. I just don't recommend that we all stand around the door while somebody opens it.
I opened the door while people are still standing around it.
Horatio,
check-
while you're still perusing the papers, your brother, as always, gets into a bit more trouble. However, this time to not too much avail. Marion, you find another doorway back into the main temple area there. Horatio, the
It's
papers
the guy we can fight.
have
Oh, wait.
definitely been scattered about and gone through, rifled through, many of them torn and shredded in different places. You see, there's a lot of books that are spread out about as if the Zolgathan here was, looking at something, but best you can tell, these are logs and records of the temple of Moonstone Hall and the comings and goings, a few religious texts related to Eridan, kind of, just office papers of the temple.
Can I make logs and records? You say.
Mm-hmm.
Is an accounting lore check?
Yeah, can I make an accounting lore check to see if there's anything interesting? Anything I can glean from it?
Sure.
I have a plus 12 in accounting lore.
Okay. Horatio, I have major secret check. The only thing that you can kind of glean from it is there is one purchase of mortar and cement that stands out a little bit from the other purchases. And there's a small note in common to reprimand this minor church attendant for damaging the statue. So it seems at some point someone had to buy some materials to repair it. But other than that, nothing else stands out. So at least you can sort of glean from that the statue can be damaged.
Well, good news. Random Eridan church people managed to damage that statue, so surely we'll do fine.
Okay. So do we go to the last
wanna try
mystery
this
room, or do we go
stairs.
deal with the statue?
Mystery room.
Okay.
Or the stairs? I vote mystery room.
Wait, which one is the mystery room?
The one with
weird
the
one
weird door.
The ominous door. Marion's gonna go open
With
that door
the
for us.
Bad door.
I'm sure. While I stand over here.
All right, Marion, do you
I'm gonna stand out of
Go
range
to
of
the
the
store here.
explosion.
No, I'm gonna wait for Horatio to use Mage Hand.
not saying
Oh.
anything, just like expecting him to do it?
Sure, I'm pretty sure I've used that today, so I'm pretty sure I have it prepared. Okay.
You have
Ooh.
used it, yes. You use it to pick up papers next to the golem.
So,
Graham, get your icon ready.
Oh, the mage hand?
Yeah,
Mage Hand.
Whoop.
there you go.
Mage hand goes over to the door,
Might want to step back a second.
pulls it open, and the door opens.
Oh, that was anti-dramatic.
A little disappointed, a little let down.
I look around the corner.
Marion. This abandoned chapel is shrouded in gloom. To the east, a broken slab surrounded by marble debris is all that remains of a large statue. Atop the broken slab stands a crude altar of wood and stone, bearing a human corpse. A gash splits the dead man's throat, his decaying face frozen in a final mask of terror. A strange symbol carved into the man's abdomen undulates with foul energy. Other than that, the room is bare. There's
Nothing of
blood
note.
upon the altar.
Ah, jeez.
Detect magic.
Sure. The sigil on the man's abdomen does have magic radiating from it.
What are y'all standing?
There's magic coming from the corpse, is what you can tell.
Oh,
Can I identify that sigil?
Yeah, let's see.
Religion seems like a strong choice.
Uh-huh.
is it that
Marion,
Reverend Cock-
you quickly. What is it, Ross? What's the name of this thing? You quickly identify this as a sigil of Zev Gava Zeb,
That was Zeb, that's
who
right.
the Zelgaths have been professing and making homages to, this demon lord of the Glutton Dark, and the Zelgaths typically pray to.
Can I tell what the magic is on the corpse?
Yeah, you... Let's see, Horatio...
Is this...
Yeah, you can kind of tell there's a separate source of magic on it, but you can't tell specifically what it is. But there's like a sigil and then something else you're pinging magic.
I don't like it. I'm gonna try and dispel it.
Okie dokie.
Do you know what this is?
Nope. But it can't be good. So I have a third level. Let me take away my penalty. I have a third level dispel magic. So I'm gonna, let's see, do I have the set up to do a third level? I think what I need to do, so I'll give you dispel magic.
Okay. You reach out the
This is a
dispel
28.
magic. As it goes forth, the sigil of Zev Gavazeb wavers, it moves, it pulses, and then fades and disappears.
I was going for the other magic.
Oh,
Not
the
the
other
not the-
magic.
For the spooky blackness, not the sigil. That's a
Oh,
cantrip.
so the there's two sources of magic, and
Yeah.
I'll let you decide if you still want to keep dispel magic for this. You can't tell what the other source of magic is. The one source that you can tell is this sigil that's kind of pulsing there.
Actually, can I tell what school of magic it is? I get that at third level.
Oh, okay. So the sigil,
I think sigil might be evocation. If it's the cantrip.
you have the sigil spell, don't you?
Nope. It's
Or do you have
big
the sigil spell?
transmutation. I don't have it.
Okay. Yes, so a transmutation, and then from the other source, you get a sense of... real quick. Abjuration.
Yeah, I want to dispel that. I would like to dispel the abjuration, please. And then I'll give you the counteract rules too. Which is here somewhere. Count. It's very long.
Yeah, okay.
Does he have line of sight to the magic?
So... Huh. Okay. You... do that. Okay. I guess if you did that, and to double check, did a ping of detect magic afterwards, you would not detect any magic.
Okay. Well, let's go look at this thing.
Yeah, let's put this to the test.
Did you do anything?
Yeah, no one else you see,
There was-
Horatio doing some symbols in the air, but then
There
there's
was magic on it, and I dispelled the magic.
But there's still magic on it.
Well, that's the most basic spell a 4-year-old could cast.
I go and I check out the corpse.
Okay. You get a fairly unsettling feeling from the symbol that kind of moves and goes there a little bit. It's very slight movement to it, but doesn't seem to change. If you poke the corpse, symbol just kind of stays there. Doesn't seem to do much. Going through it seems to be an unfortunate human man, maybe late 20s. A little bit of mustache growing there, and just the face kind of bloated now, the throat slit. You look over, and you see in the shirt pocket, there's something kind of balled up in there. You go and see that there's something in there that's silky, lacy, and miraculously unscathed by the blood from the sacrifice upon the altar. As you unfold this lace handkerchief, it folds out much larger than you would have thought.
That was a
And
magic item that you maybe dispelled.
it looks like a handkerchief. And you see, in gold lettering, emblazoned upon the handkerchief, the letters C and M.
Well, well, well.
What did you find?
Colonel Mustard? Oh wait, wrong game.
Charles Manson.
Camp takes a very different turn there. It's a murder mystery now. Yet another, much like what you saw on Calkek, the goblin guy, bar guest, that same CM Celestial Menagerie logo.
Oh, of course. Should have thought of that first. Is this somebody we recognize vaguely?
Face is a little bloated now. It's tough to tell, but could easily be someone who was a roustabout for the Celestial Menagerie.
Okay, but it's not like...
I would like to do a medicine check on the body to figure out how they died.
Faith?
Yes.
Oh, sorry, I'm making your secret check.
You are dead, Faith.
You die.
Oh
Fairly confident the slit to the throat is what did it.
no! I've been dead all along.
Yeah.
Can I tell if examining the blood splatter of the wounds, can I tell if the person who slit the throat was standing in front of them or behind them?
It is tough to tell. The best you could guess, maybe over them. It's everything around the altar and the wood and the position of it seems to be like this was a sacrifice, a ritual sacrifice.
Is their spirit still around? Perchance.
You reach out, Marion. Your spirits, in the spiritual sense you have. You don't see a spirit that resembles or has a connection to the departed here. They have passed on farther than what your sense can discern. But strangely enough, below you, there are restless spirits. Under your feet, you feel ghostly energy moving about.
Oh boy.
Oh boy, what?
There are a lot of ghosts beneath us.
More for a church?
Now that you mention it, no. Or, well, yes, it's not uncommon. Anyway, we should go up.
Right up.
Yeah.
Okay.
We does anyone else need healing or something?
Do you
No, I
want
think
to
we're all-
identify something?
Yeah, we're all good.
If we
Do you want to take a break for food?
no, if we take 10 minutes, if the thing that I dispelled magic on was an item, it will become magic again. It just
Oh,
suppresses
is that
it for
how
10
that
minutes.
works?
Yep.
Okay.
Well, we'll come back.
Make
I
it-
mean,
this
should we just
or-
take the handkerchief?
if this poor bastard had magical
yeah.
armor or something, we'll come back for it.
I
You
give
know, when we give him a burial, Pharasma help him.
it was probably somebody just like whoever that tiefling kid was.
This could have been one of us.
I give
We stuck
Horatio
around.
the handkerchief for safekeeping.
I will put it in the evidence bag.
Little Ziploc. Tied up. Alright. You see, back in this room, a winding spiral staircase going up. It's narrow. About one person can fit through at a time. Who goes first?
Well, I can't see, so
I'll go first, I guess.
I will cast light on you.
now I am bright.
On Oarsh's.
Never mind.
Um,
I let Ararshus go first.
I lied. I don't have light prepared today.
I cast
Oh,
light
well-
on Ararshus.
That's why I didn't prepare it.
On me? Or
Yeah. On your shield.
The shield
Okay.
goes up like a beacon, like a flashlight.
okay, we'll try. I'll slink up the stairs.
Oarshus,
Well, here.
as
There.
you slink up the stairs, I'm going to move you over. Once I
Okay.
move you over, don't move, because stairs worn smooth by countless footsteps traverse a dizzying spiral leading into a circular stone chamber. An enormous cracked bronze bell buckles under the weight of the partially collapsed stone ceiling. The air seems to warp and shimmer, with tangles of thick cobwebs appearing over the rubble, then vanishing upon second glance. A desiccated Zulgath corpse hangs in the room, suspended in midair by the ephemeral webs. And we'll find out what Oarshus stepped into next time on Really Playing Games, The Extinction.